So I've installed this, I've painted the ceiling with white shield paint, laid down the straps, and the electrician that had first agreed to come and do this job actually came up and said he didn't know how to do it. And that he wanted to do more research, so nothing has come of it. I still have not been able to install a grounding plate, as you can see. And my upstairs neighbor is still using the frequencies to harass me, and they're kind of exacerbated now because, she feels like she knows that I've had it painted for, because she's keeping me under surveillance. So, and reporting it to whoever's put her up to it. And so, she's been using it to keep me up at night and prevent me from going back to sleep once she wakes me up. And she's failing miserably at it. I mean, in the sense that what she's trying to accomplish by doing it, I don't think she's getting it done, but it is impacting my health, obviously, my well-being. And one of the problems that I'm having is that I can't get any electrician in my area to come out and install the grounding plate for me. And I find that really interesting, given the fact that I've contacted so many of them, almost all of them, and yet not one is willing to come out and actually install it for me. Like, they're not even getting back to me on it. And so I feel that, this is something that is suspicious, and that I feel like I'm deliberately being prevented from having this grounded, because if it is grounded, then, they won't be able to harass me with the frequencies and hurt me in any way. And that they are not willing to give up. They want to keep torturing me using the frequencies, and the girl in apartment L, and whoever she invites in, she is part of it, and she and her crew, they kind of want to keep doing this to me. And it's a vast network from what it seems like. So that's my dilemma right now. I have not slept, and I have to go to work. I have a full days of work ahead of me. I might get a little bit of break in between, but I know that I still won't be able to get any sleep because they're always watching me. They're always careful of not letting me sleep and torturing me in my sleep. And so that's what I'm dealing with right now, and it's unfortunate. And yesterday, I had a lock installed on my door the day before yesterday, and there's a new key and all. And so when I tried to come in last night from home, my key wouldn't go in. Like, it was having a hard time going in, which suggests to me that somebody deliberately tried to pick that lock really desperately. I've notified management. They have not got back to me. They are completely, not responding to any of my emails, and they have decided to kind of just, keep out of it and let these people just do what they're doing, which is also suspicious to me in a sense, because why, as building management, would you be allowing this to take place knowing that, somebody's going to die or somebody's going to get hurt? And so that's what they're doing. And they have, like, literally, so, that's been my issue with the management, but I'm also worried because I'm out at my job and there's nobody else back home. Here in the apartment, when I'm out, these people they know the schedules of everybody, and some of the neighbors are also involved in it. Actually, quite a bit of them are involved in it from what it seems like. And so they like to, come into my apartment when I'm not here and mess with my things. So this paint that I've put up, I'm worried about it because I don't want them to do anything to it, but I feel like because I'm out, they might just come and sabotage it. This wall right here used to be able to, like, I had been able to ground my, I'd put up like these aluminum sheets, I'd grounded them to that wall. And then one day I come in and nothing is sticking on that wall. Like, even the tape that was already there started coming out. And so they want to do everything in their power to prevent me from grounding anything and everything that I have. Like, see, I've even attached this cable, but it doesn't work. And also, they know that they try to overwhelm the defenses that I have. And even this paint, they were actually able to overwhelm it using some of the techniques that they're using upstairs. I have a feeling that she uses like pots and pans or whatever to make it to make the frequencies extra strong, and they go past any barrier, especially because this wall, like the ceiling, still is not grounded, so it still gets to me. But they have ways of using enormous frequencies, like the type of frequencies that, I mean, they just cut through any defense that I have. Like, they're that strong. And she's used it on my body. It feels like knives going through my body. And she would direct it at different parts of my body. It's not just her, obviously. She's got a whole crew, like different people taking different shifts coming in to do this to me at different times of the day. Anytime I go to bed, this is the same story. They've done it in my previous place in a different way, but pretty much that's where they started. And any other place I go to, they'll be continuing to do it. So I'm losing a lot of sleep. I'm losing a lot of productivity, and they're doing this as part of their religious agenda, it seems to me. They have some sort of religious hate towards me. It's definitely to do something with religion and politics. It's just an overwhelming hatred for who I am and what I represent. And they have all these people that support them, and it seems like a lot of people are aware of the situation and what is going on, and still choose to side with these people, the surveillors and the harassors, and even do their bidding. So in any case, that's what I'm dealing with, and I just wanted to give an update. I'm going to be posting regular updates on YouTube from here on, because I feel like this has been helping me a lot, and hopefully this might end up being some sort of evidence at some point. I hope so. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I would really love for an electrician to call me back and say they can come and do the job. It's not complicated. I mean, by the looks of it, if I were a certified electrician and I had to install a grounding plate, it's not a difficult job. No, it doesn't look like it to me. The last guy that was here, he's like, I don't even know how to crimp this thing. And I was like, what are you even talking about? Like, I don't see how difficult it can be to crimp a wire, with that thing that they had, to connect it to the grounding plate. So yeah, that's what they're doing. Those are the antics that I'm dealing with. But yeah, that's what they're doing. I've only painted half of the ceiling right now, just to get an idea as to what can happen. Do it like half of it. I might paint the rest of it later when I get a chance, but I'm worried that my paint be compromised by the time I get back. I really wanted to get that done, and that electrician bailed on me. He's from the same racial background as most of the surveillors and harassers. And so I can see why he bailed out. I think part of me wants to think that he did it on purpose, to deliberately try to not give me any protection because of his affiliations. But yeah, all the other electricians I've contacted have not gotten back to me and have not been very receptive of this idea of trying to help me do a job. I mean, I'm paying you for it, but it's like nobody's willing to come out, and I think the surveillors are to blame for it. So yeah, that's some morning update. I will provide more updates as to what's going on and how I'm being targeted by these people.